Welcome to Moonlight Madness. Today I'm doing the star sign for the air signs of the Sun, Moon and Rising, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini star sign read for April, end of. And the first card I pulled was the Sun, which is a good card to get. It's one of the happiest cards in the zodiac. It's like all your wishes are going to come true for you. So if you've been through a really rough patch, things are about to turn around and you'll be smiling again, and the light will be shining on you to make the right and correct choices ahead for you. Sun. It also deals with childhood. You might be thinking about going into early childhood as well. So we've got the Faery Tarot decks today, Doreen, Virtue and Radleigh, Valentine. We have the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Cavendish and artwork by Selina, Fenech. And Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. That's who I'll be reading from today. Lucy Cavendish's artist is Selina Fenech. She's got one of the most beautiful pictures I've seen, as well as I think the artist in this one is the illustrations by Howard David Johnson, which is the Fairy Tarot, which I think are beautiful as well. So the first card, as I said, is the Sun. So the Sun is shining on you. Maybe something is going to change or shift for a good reason. You were just waiting on the green light. Some good news coming in. A return to health. And you need to treat yourself with the same kindness and respect and caring that you would a best friend or beloved partner. The sunflowers mean happiness. It says you can expect the dawning of brilliant new ideas that will lead to wonderful opportunities. You're a beautiful, shining child of God. You're unique in the universe, and the world needs you to be exactly who you are. Go ahead and toot your own horn. 7 of Winter we've got here is to do with the recent past, and that's to do with finding a solution to something that no one else had the solution to. So maybe you had discovered something, you made a discovery, and you figured out how to utilise that in a positive way to further mankind. It says here, but listening to your intuition, you'll be given signs or messages to show you the truth. Pay attention to red flags around you that broadcast another person's lack of honesty. Avoid painful situations and dilemmas. And it says in the future, this is a death of some type around you, air signs, a release, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. It's time to move on. So you may be releasing yourself from a friendship, family relationship, or a set of people around you that were not wishing you the best. Then you have the 7 of Cups, and that talks about having decisions to make. You have 7 options, 7 different ways to go. You could be trying to focus on finances, public recognition. You might be trying to focus on your money, your studies, and your fitness, for example. And that's great to have all those things going on, but it says you feel a little bit scattered if you try and spread yourself too thin. So try to maybe back away from doing too many hours at work or too many hours of study. You need to get that life health balance with your life work health balance is what is getting told to me, so that you can remain happy and upbeat. And you've got here the Lovers card. This is a really good card for you. This is romance is around you, and it's with someone who could be in the military. They have either been in the military or they currently served time in the military. They're around you at the moment. They could be a water sign. We've got here the moon, Pisces energy. So you could have someone around you with a Pisces moon, and they could be an air sign with a Pisces moon. That's just some little thing that could be relating to you. Or they might be deeply affected by the moon's waxing and waning cycles. I do find I'm very hyperactive new to a new moon, or we're having a conjunction. I think there was some sort of mention of an eclipse sometime this month, and the lead up to that can make most people unsettled, because the women Also, it can affect your emotions, but also the waters affects the female cycle as well. Sometimes you could look at something in one way and it could appear to be a harp, and then you look again and it changes into a guitar. So it says, understanding the truth of a situation, and try not to worry so much. Try to write it down, write your concerns down. Try not to overthink things. It's telling you to put pen to paper and write down lists. Lists are your best friend. So you could write down, okay, I need to do these things today. For my case, look for work, look for a house to live in, and just tick it off and do it bit by bit until gradually you've made a chunk in your list of worries. So if you can't think straight, write down your worries and work on one worry at a time. I'm reading a really good book at the moment, and it's called, find it, self-help book. It's called How to Stop Over Worrying. So it's called Women Who Think Too Much. It's a very good book. It talks about people that need to express themselves better by talking to other people and talking about their problems, maybe calling a counsellor, talking about your issues with your family or how to solve problems of work-life balance. So life one's pretty busy on a full moon generally. Then you've got here the Ten of Cups, which is a happy family union. Raising children wisely, people you can trust, being around family as a support. Make sure you check in on your family and support them where you can, and let them support you. It's a two-way street. So it says happy relations, a successful reunion. There could be a talk of an engagement coming up or a wedding coming up, and you might see everyone at the wedding. For some of you, it could be a child that's getting married. Then you've got here Ace of Winter, which is a beautiful card. It talks about downloads. So you may be getting downloads when you're asleep. You may be connecting to the ethers and finding out you're connecting to your children and for your family in ways to see how they are. You're trying to look ahead for them. And this deck is the Wisdom of the Oracle. The pictures on it are very pretty. It's slippery today. It's like they don't have anything to say much. Someone must be keeping quiet about a situation that they know you would be very upset if you weren't invited to it. It may be a wedding you were supposed to go to, but for some reason they're keeping it a secret. It may involve the birth of a child. Or children. But yeah, there's some type of secret that's being kept from you, because I can't get much activity in the cards at the moment. And having the 13 in the death transformation is also to do with the Scorpio energy around you. Keeping things on the down low. Ooh, these are good cards. Listening to your higher power. So you may be getting downloads, like I said before, from the Ace of Winter directly when you're asleep. You may be getting impressions and finding out what's going on. It's also important to communicate your ideas clearly and accurately. Don't be deterred by challenges. There's a few challenges left you have to overcome, but you will come through successful, I believe. So we've got here 4 is also a doorway. So like I said, that eclipse is a portal in time where people can jump forward in time. When some people astral travel, it's usually on a full moon and is like going through another doorway to a future event or a past event. I just got a download last night to a future event that I know about, and I'm a bit sad about it, but what can you do? People are who they are. You can't change them. It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognise that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also says there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is central to your growth and evolution. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. You're always divinely protected and divinely directed. So you'll be directed to your next job or your next place where you live. You'll see it. You'll get images or impressions. I had a house I lived at. I saw the back garden before I even got to the house. So I kind of needed to see the out the back to see if that little garden existed, and it did. And that's when I moved to that house. But I was meant to help some people in there, but unfortunately I didn't help the ones that needed it the most. So I tried my best. It was a very difficult situation. Loyal heart, 35. Fidelity, loyalty, devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, divinely protected, and divinely directed. Again, the same message. Your romantic partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. Nice. Keep following your dreams. Your long-term loyalties to your goals is becoming evident in the world of conditions where your aspirations for success assume form in reality. Success is finally taking shape. If you are loyal to your dreams, faithful to your plans, while remaining flexible and devoted to serving others, you'll be shown proof of your true prosperity. This is a time for joyful celebration of spirit, of manifesting your partner. Now, okay, this is the big deck. The Faery Oracle. Wall of Wisdom of the Faery Oracle. Ooh, that's a good card. And it flipped backwards too. Return of the Soul. 3 graces. New partnerships that are fun. That's the 3 graces. The Virgin, the Maiden, and the Crone. So maybe you're reuniting with 3 generations of people. Or your generational people are sending you messages from beyond spirit. The secret path. An irresistible pull down a distinct path. Mystical traditions. That's a good card too. So I had the vision last night of an engagement or a wedding band, and it was pink. It was rose gold. It looks like Mimco, or maybe it's Tiffany's. I'm not sure, but it was a beautiful jewellery, and it had the shape of a bow on the top of it, with a diamond in the centre, single. And I was dressed in a green dress, so I'm not sure what that has to do with, but it's a beautiful green brocade dress. Something for someone out there. So maybe I'm going to someone's wedding, I don't know. 3 graces. 1. Finding like-minded souls to work with, a happy workplace, a new community is being birthed, meeting new friends who feel like family, overcoming trust issues with other people, and the sharing and understanding and cooperation brings new opportunities, growth of new friendships and relationships, and bringing about play, delight, and work that is in tune with your purpose and talent. The celebration of new beginnings, dance and gentle movement, synchronise fate of yourself with 2 or 3 like-minded beings with similar outlooks, training ideas and beliefs, new business ventures with friends, amicable interactions with strangers, and feeling happy, feeling strong bonds with people you've just met, rejoicing in femininity and feminine energies. So more people to go and have maybe to go out. You might meet someone at a wedding, or you might meet a friend through a wedding. The secret path, 44. If every thought is a wish to the fairy prince. Oh no, that's the wrong one. 44. Okay, ley lines, walking meditations, building or walking a labyrinth, and journeys to sacred sites are all important to you now. You may wish to travel to lands where the old days are respected, explore fairy mounds, hills such as the Tor in Glastonbury or Tara in Ireland. You will soon be welcoming friendships made by being true to who you are and being willing to enter into the mystery of the song of life. Joyful dance of connection, happy friendships with purpose, travelling companions. It heralds a blissful stage of your life journey. That's nice. And that's all I have for air signs.